I should have a series and call it like Dysfunctional DIY. I like it. Episode 1. Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I'm gonna do that again. It's Jamie with Walking Through Flowers, and I went on an awesome thrift haul today, and I got this awesome shelf. It's got 4 shelves, but things can fall through, and I know my pieces, when they sit on top, they're not gonna stay stable. So I'm gonna take some reclaimed wood, cut it down and stain it, and set them on top, so that way when I put my pieces on the shelves, they're not gonna fall over. This is really great because I have a super tiny car and this thing breaks down really easily. So for $5, this thing is gonna be awesome, and the wood is practically costing me nothing. So you can pop these up and tear it down. Oh my God. Bitch. There we go. So you can break it down really easily. This fits in my car. It does hit me in the face while I'm driving, but it will fit. And the little pieces of wood are gonna be super tiny as well. So we're gonna go make some shelves. All right, so I went out into the garage and I found some scrap pieces of wood. I got this piece and this one being a little bit wider because the bottom shelf is like an inch or so wider than the rest. So this wood is absolutely gorgeous by itself, so I'm almost wondering if I don't want to stain it, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. This one cut in 3s should make 3 perfect pieces that fit on the shelf. So I'm gonna measure that in 3s, and then whatever width these come out to, I'll just cut this one to the same width. Oh, and of course this is 35 inches rather than 36, which would have been so easy for me to measure. 11.6. I'm really not going to be that butthurt if these aren't all the same size. I'm just going to roughly measure these. Okay. So I am no carpenter. Who is that biblical figure that...
You gotta be kidding me, right? You know Joseph?
Is it Joseph?
Jesus' stepdad?
Stepdad?
He was his stepfather. He was his mortal stepfather.
So I do not have a proper setup to cut wood, so I kind of have to go by what I have to work with. I've got my saw. I need to prepare first. Roll up thy sleeves. I'm going to put a bandana around my face so that the sawdust doesn't get in my eyes and my nose. You're really supposed to do this outside or in a garage, but this is my creative space, and this is where it must be done. Where's my clamp? Where'd you put my clamp?
The vise?
I do not have a proper clamp. So I use this vise, and this is how I clamp my stuff down. In order to cut a straight line, I need to line this up. I clamp down a ruler so that I can follow it along with the edge of this. Guess I'll use this ruler. There's this little notch right in the center where it's gonna cut, so that's where I'm lining it up at. I'm using the ruler as my guide, so I'm gonna watch to make sure that that line is going right through that groove as I go along the ruler. Okay, right there looks really good. I'm gonna clamp down the ruler and the piece of wood to the table. I just moved it. It's not working. I've got everything clamped down really well. Got my saw. I gotta put my blade in. I also have this bandana. Okay. Here goes nothing. Okay, now we're going to adjust and do it on the other side. I had my lovely assistant make sure that there was no power to the saw so that I can take the blade out and realign my mark with the ruler. Safety first, people, because that's clearly what this whole project is about. Oh my god! So I got that second piece cut. So, hey, this is like a hanky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I can just...
Exactly.
That's nice.
That's exactly what I use it for.
I like that. Mm-hmm. You do?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Just gonna do my last cut with this one. And then it'll be time to sand it down. Hit that button. Wait, no, not yet. Turn it off. Gotta put the blade in first. Okay, now you can turn it on.
How's that booger mask?
That's probably not a good idea. Booger mask. I'm actually gonna clean up all the sawdust because there is carpet in this room. I put a little board down so that it didn't all go in the carpet, but it still did get everywhere. Now I'm just roughly sanding the edges where I cut. And I do have a mouse sander, but I feel like I have a lot more control. Back it up, Jack! So I'm just kind of cleaning up the edges. I just realized I didn't cut the bottom shelf. Man.
What grit are you using?
I'm glad you asked. 80. A rough grit. Rougher than your grandma's grits. Ew. That was a lot dirtier than I intended it to be. Your grandma's buttery grits. I like that title, Dysfunctional DIY, though. It's for sure, because this is getting nowhere. Is it on?
Oh, it's live, baby.
No, you say it's live, but do you see the red line at the dot?